Okay, so with this week's Razor Crest video, I'm actually going to be working on the cockpit door. I've already outlined some of the details that I'm going to be painting, and of course, if you've seen the show, if you've noticed in the background, I tried to make it as similar as I possibly could. So I'm going to be painting this. So the paint I'm going to be using is this Craft Smart Premium Matte Metallic. I already used a little bit, as you saw on the door on the bottom of it, so I'm going to be using this on the new area that I already outlined. So let's get into that. So of course, for those that are here, I'm sure you've seen the show, so you've seen the cockpit door in the background. You will notice that it's very similar, which is what I'm going for, to try and make this build as accurate as possible. So what I like to do is I'll go on and try and take screenshots if I can't find the picture that I'm looking for on Google, and I'll go ahead and take a screenshot just so I can get that accuracy down. Some of the other things that we're going to be going over today, I'm just going to share with you guys some of the items that I bought to add detail to the build, where I got them, how much they were, because a lot of the items that I've bought, I mean, it's really all just very cheap items, but if you just put in the time with the painting and just different, I'll show you guys different techniques of just kind of aging something or making it look a certain way. I mean, it really adds to the entire diorama, so it makes it look really cool, and it really stands out. So I just finished painting that area on the door. Turned out pretty good. And I also wanted to show you guys this other color that I use, this Americana Burnt Sienna, which I'm going to show you guys what I do with that, which I like to, it's basically just like a dry brush technique. I just kind of go in here, get a little bit on my brush, but then I just kind of get a lot of that excess off, and then I'll go, maybe like in a corner or something, and then just kind of put a little bit like along the edges, and it just kind of gives like a rust look. Hopefully you guys can see that. Go back in here, get a little bit more. Now I just want to show you guys this technique. You probably won't really see this once the door is put into place in the Razor Crest, but just trying to give you guys like an idea of how to make something look a little more like distressed or rusty or old, and just it really like just kind of makes it pop a little more. So I think it looks really good. All right, so I just finished going around the door with that burnt sienna. It gives it that really like kind of a rust look. I decided to add a little bit also on the door. Yeah, I think it looks good. I'm gonna go with that, and we'll go on to the next part. To continue on with the detail of the Razor Crest, I wanted to show you guys this netting that I picked up at Michael's. You can see it throughout the show in the background, and it just really adds to the detail. The color in it is really cool. It just looks kind of gritty. So I also picked up these beads at Joann's, and they work really well when you're trying to get a lighting effect either in the wall or in the cockpit for the control panel, and they look really great. Also picked up these mini glass bottles at a dollar store here in town. I'm sure you can find them at Joann's or Michael's, but they work really well if you're going for like trying to make like a canister or something. And I went ahead, I painted one silver, and as you can see, it looks really good in the Razor Crest. I'd also recommend picking up some small zip ties if you're planning to hang anything like I did with the netting and the canister. They're also easy to paint, like the ones that are holding up the canister that I painted orange. Also, I want to show you guys one of the glues that I'm using. This is super glue. I would recommend though that if you plan on using super glue to put it on a painted surface, I would recommend 2 coats. If you put this directly onto the foam surface, it will eat away at it. So for the side panel that I'm putting into place, I like to use the hot glue for the little less detailed pieces. Gives me a little more time to work with it and get it in right where I want it. All right, and with that, we have another piece added on to our Razor Crest.
All right, so that's going to wrap up video number 3 of the Custom Razor Crest build, the Razor Crest from the Mandalorian, of course. We hope you like the progress so far.
Yeah, it's coming along pretty good. I can't wait for you guys to see what else I have in store for future videos.
So yeah, that's going to do it for us. Stay tuned for next week. It may be a Razor Crest video on Wednesday. It may actually be something else. So stay tuned. We have something else special planned for you guys. Also, this coming Sunday, we should have another toy hunt video up for you. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you then. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button down below. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you're collecting or even what you're working on. If you're doing custom build, we'd love to hear about it. We'd love to see it. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Come along for future videos. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified for future videos when we post them. And that's going to do it for us. We will see you guys next time. See you guys.
Yeah.